to another episode of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. My name is Tyson Martins. I am your host. Please go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. Comment. Thank you all very much. This episode is number 3. This one is called Let Go of the Idea That Gentle, Relaxed People Cannot Be Super Achievers. I'm thinking we're going to have some good stuff in here because this topic is a good one. For sure. So I'm just going to kick it off right away. We're going to start reading this one right here. We'll work through it and go over some topics, and maybe you can pluck something out of here that would help you in your life. If not, pass it on to somebody that can. If not, enjoy the ride. So, one of the major reasons so many of us remain hurried, frightened, and competitive, and continue to live life as if it were one giant emergency. How many people know that person? Everything's an emergency. Always an emergency. Everything's a crisis, no matter how big or small they are. I'm sure we all know one of those. And if you don't know one of them, you're probably that person in your circle. So think about that for a minute, because that probably is true. Is our fear that we were to become more peaceful and loving, we would suddenly stop achieving our goals. We would become lazy and apathetic. I don't believe that at all, and that's what we're getting into here. Being kind and gentle does not mean you're weak. Being compassionate and full of love does not mean you're weak. I think that's especially hard for men to show that side of them, and that's probably just part of the ego too. Which if you got a big ego, life probably hasn't been super fair to you, anyways. So think about that. I promote that all the time. Lose your ego and love somebody. You'll have a much better life. And I found that to be true because that's what I did. So you can put this fear to rest by realizing that the opposite is actually true, which is what, talk about. Lose my ego, learn to love, life got a lot better. Faithful, frantic thinking takes an enormous amount of energy and drains the creative and motivational from our lives. When you are fearful or frantic, you literally immobilize yourself from your greatest potential, not to mention an enjoyment, any success that you have, despite your fear, not because of it. That is true. I believe that to be very true. I have had the good fortune to surround myself with some very relaxed, peaceful, and loving people. You can just feel that when when certain people you meet, they just put off a peaceful, relaxing vibe. You just feel relaxed around them. You know what I mean? I think you do. I think you know what I mean. Think about those people next time you're stressed out, or maybe reach out to one of them. I'm challenging myself to be more that way, be more relaxed, because it's so true. Like I said earlier on, we tend to think things are emergencies. They're really not. They're just not. No matter, I think sometimes how big we think they are in our own head that they are not. That's just truth be told, for sure. So all of them are fulfilled. Some of these people are best-selling authors, loving parents, counselors, computer experts, and chief executive officers. All of them are fulfilled in what they do and are very proficient at their given skill. Yeah, amen. I know that to be true. I have learned the important lesson. When you have what you want, inner peace is really the ultimate. If you can achieve that, $10 million won't get that to you. Sure, it'll make you happy for a moment. Like John Wayne's famous quote, well, money won't buy happiness, but it's nicer to cry in a Mercedes than on a bike. That is true. But, we're all looking for that inner peace. And I get mine from my higher power. You are less distracted by your wants, needs, desires, and concern. It's thus easier to concentrate, focus, achieve your goals, and give back to others. A lot of these don't sweat the small stuff, and a lot of the books that I'm reading now, and the good book, and the AA 12 steps, a big part of it is giving back to other people. There's something inside of us, and when we help other people, for one, it makes you full of joy. They always say, you know, uh, you get more gratification out of giving a gift than receiving one, and I found that to be very, 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 very true. And um, you know, the more that I reach out and try to help people, and your time, time's gotten a little more valuable to me than it used to. My evenings used to consist of just drinking or whatever, or buzzing up to the casino, or just sitting at a buddy's house, and I never realized, and people were so busy and they couldn't do something, but and obviously not, not that I got anything that's so pressing, but I have gotten busier, and I found a passion in life that takes up a lot of my time, and I'm starting now through this process. I got to learn something that I've never really had to do. I got to learn time management. I actually plan what I'm going to do in the evening when I get off work, because if I don't, everything's just chaotic. So I've got to plan that out. And I write it down. Whether it's just two things, whether I'm going to go to the Y, then film an episode, then go to the library, I write that down. Going to the Y, got to go home, shower, change, film an episode, do my study, go to the library. Or if I'm going to go to work out and go to a meeting, and then I'm going to have some relaxed time, which I really don't, because they don't get over till 8:30 or 9. I write that down, or in my head all day. I get off work, going to the Y, and going to do something. And structures are right along with that discipline that I've always talked about. Keeping discipline in your life will make it a lot better, So let's all let go of the idea that gentle, relaxed people cannot be super achievers. I'm more gentle and more relaxed now than I've ever been, and I'm achieving way more than I ever have been. I know that to be true. I really liked what it said, that I have had the good fortune to surround myself with some very relaxed, peaceful, and loving people. That goes back to a lot of times. Well, not a lot of times, but the couple times I've spoke. That's a big thing. Is you know surround yourself with good people, places, and things, because you are your surroundings. You're around bad people, places, and things, you're going to become bad. You're around good people, places, and things, you're going to become good. I was trying to think of that quote I really like. Do not let somebody's idea of you become your reality. If somebody thinks that you don't got much going for you, and they just think that that's the way you are, don't let that become your reality. Do not let someone's opinion of you become your reality. You make your decisions. Every day, it's up to you how your day's going to go. Every single day. Yeah. So, that's been pretty passionate for me, and there's absolutely no way that the fear aspect of that, any success that you have is despite your fear, not because of it. That is true. Sometimes we got to face some things head on, our fears. It's crazy. Like, just talking. I mean, stuff like this, fine, but like getting in front of people and talking, I couldn't, my words, they would all jumble up. I would like draw a blank. When I tried to go do my first couple open mic nights in comedy, I would like draw a blank for a second, and then I could kind of spit it out. But the more I've prayed about it, and the more I've given to other people my time and stuff, I've become more relaxed, no anxiety. First of all, I know I get a good portion of my calmness right before I start to speak, in an environment where I'm speaking to people live, and they're actually physically there in front of me. A good part of that's the hand of the good Lord, that I do know, because because there was one night I got done speaking, and I was like, that was awesome, God. um, Obviously no glory to me. It was him, talking through me, but I was just like, just knowing what I can do on my own, which was nothing. Couldn't, talked kind of jumble my words, and kind of talked too fast, but when I realized that I talked in a totally different manner, I was slow, I had pauses, different things, and really engaged with the audience and looked right at people. When I was in the middle of that, I was thinking in my head while I was speaking, this is crazy. I am doing what I always wished I could do. And I know it was all because of God. And so, you know, the being weak in any of that type of stuff has no. If you're loving and you're kind and stuff, that does not make you a weak person. If anything, in my book, that makes you stronger. Um, so that's some things to think about. This was let go of the idea that gentle, relaxed people can't be super achievers, and that's for sure. So don't ever think you're going to be weak because you're loving and compassionate, or you start to soften your heart after going through some troubled times, because we know those are all out there. But this is episode number 3 of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, because it's all small stuff. We know that to be true. Please share, like, subscribe. I would love to grow my channel. The few of you that are on here, I appreciate you. This is a calling and a passion of mine, so I will continue to do it despite all odds forever and ever and ever until the good Lord changes my mission. Love y'all. And remember, lose that ego. Go out and love somebody. I'm out. Okay.